Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome back to Health Issues. I hope that you are now healthy, up and running, and in good health, and you're reading and you're taking control of your health. I hope you're doing so, because Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, المؤمن القوي خير وأحب إلى الله من المؤمن الضعيف وفي كل خير. Strong believer in Iman, strong believer in health, strong believer physically, is loved by Allah subhanahu jalla wa ala. And I need you to be loved by Allah. I need you to come close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by your spiritual strength, but also by your physical strength. We talked about nutrition. We talked about food. We talked how much last time, if you remember, we discussed how many times that you eat, what time, and about the water, that you should drink enough water. And let me today talk about the meal time. What are the best time to eat? In the morning, or in the middle of the day, or how many times should we? By any way, I need you to be less frequent of your eating according to your health habits. There are some people that they have health conditions that they need to eat more frequent and less amount. They are not included in this health tip. You need to ask your doctor about that. But in general, we should decrease the amount of food that we're eating, and we should decrease the number of meals that we're eating a day. Now, if you are now eating 5 times a day, which many of us do, I need you to decrease that at least 1, to make it 4. And train your system to do that for quite time, about 2-3 weeks, and then decrease another 1, and then decrease another 1. So you train yourself to eat less, not to eat more. And here's for the family members, for fathers, mothers, for brothers and sisters. Let us come together while we're eating. Let us strengthen our family life by at least eating together once a day. Now, because of this modern society and industrial society, we are all busy, and the mother is busy and the father is busy. The boys are going to school and the girls are going to school. We have no time to sit together to eat. We should come at least once a day to sit together as a family, talk about the benefit of food, not only the benefit of food to strengthen your physical structure, but also to strengthen your iman to Allah subhanahu jalla wa ala. But it is by research, it is now documented that when we sit together as a family, when we sit as a father, mother, brothers and sisters, the health habits are much better in the growing children than those who are eating separately. When we have the family ties are stronger, we come together as a family, as a healthy family, not as a sick family. The illness that comes because we are separated away from each other, that put a burden on our life, stress in our relation, and also induce health risk factors that to our life. Research, brothers and sisters, have a link between low consumption of fruits and vegetables, and also the obesity. The obesity is the increased weight more than usual, or more than the standard. There are some standard, and most of you know it. But obese, that means that is medically ill or medically sick person, because they are exceeding their weight. And when we are not eating enough vegetables and fruits, we put ourselves in danger of getting increased weight, and then you get to that point that obesity that is might affect your other health conditions. Vegetables and fruits provide you with protection against a lot of diseases, give you enough supply of food, of minerals, of vitamins, and that will, by itself, it will be a defense against any other problems that might affect your health. Now, I would like to come at this point to conclude the health nutrition factors. I'm not a nutritionist that is specialized in food, but I'm a physical therapist, and I need you to work, increase your activity level, and if you have a problem with food consumption, you should consult the specialist and talk to them about how you control your life. And in the United States and in other parts of the world, we are now very diverse community. We are from every part of the world. We have different type of food, and the calories might be kind of hard to calculate. For example, the Egyptian, they eat a lot of grains, the fool, if you are familiar with that. We don't know how much calories in that. Our Pakistani brothers, they like the biryani, and the biryani have calories also. So you have to consult, and especially if we are culturally dependent on our food, that we consume the food that fits our culture, we need to calculate how much intake that we're taking and how much physical activity that we're doing, so you have that balance in your life. I need you to go back again to the ayat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Kulu washrabu wa la tusrifu, that eat and take enough fluids, but do not exceed the limit. Exceeding the limit is the problem. We're eating too much and we are not doing enough activity. We take 5 times food, maybe 5 meals a day, and we are not doing 5 exercises or walking for 5 minutes or doing enough training to our muscles and our joints. So today I will challenge you. I need you to calculate how much calories that you're taking, inshallah, during next week. Keep a chart, and there are some mini charts, mini forms that you can utilize, but I need you to take control of it. You need to write a chart, how many meals that you ate a day, how much calories that you consuming, and then compare that how much activities that you do. Because that most of us now are in the industrial society, we're using the car to pick up the mail, we're using the car to go to the grocery store, we're using the cars in almost in every activity in our life. We are not using the machine that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provided to us to walk and run and get physically active, so you can consume the energy that you eat. And so if you are not consuming the energy, you're just putting in and you are not getting out. This will affect your life now and in the future. So far, and I'm so happy to be with you for this kind of discussion, and I wish that in the future we will have question and answer session that you can talk to me about it. But now I will summarize the food aspects again, and I will leave it for you. I need you to eat with your family at least once a day. When you eat, when you have meals, count them. Don't just eat every possible time that you can eat. When you drink, you need to take enough water. Water supply is very important to your health, to your heart, to your muscles, to your bones. So take enough of it, at least 8 cups a day. And then when you choose the type of food that you eat from the good, طيب يعني كلوا مما في الأرض حلالا طيبا. The best type of food that you can have that search for it. It might be expensive nowadays. I know the food is expensive, but search for that type of food. You don't have to eat that much, but you eat that little. Don't eat before you sleep, because most of the gastric or the stomach problems, heartburns, all the cardiac problems, most of it coming from eating and sleeping. So when you eat, give yourself enough time to consume that amount of food. And then you go to sleep if you would like to. But do not rush to sleep right after food. Do not sleep on full stomach. If the stomach is full, give yourself a time to do so. And next time when I'm with you, we will talk about physical activity. We'll see how the physical activity will be related to the type of food you're eating and the amount of food you're eating. Summary of the daytime and the nutrition and the food. Wake up in the morning, take enough water. Take at least 2 cups in the morning. If you can't, if you're not trained to do so, take 1 cup in the morning. Drink it. And then very light breakfast. If it's more vegetables and fruits, it will be much better. And then lunchtime, don't take that heavy meal at lunchtime because it will cause you to sleep and be lazy in the afternoon. Take it a very light meal at lunchtime and then take a lot of fluid with it. And then the dinner time, invite your family, get together so you will strengthen your family ties. You will be physically strong and inshallah you will be free of illness in the future. I was glad to be with you today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I'm Hamdy Radwan and I'm with you again at the health program where we concentrate on your health. We need you to be a healthy Muslim. And also non-Muslims, we need you to be healthy because when we are all healthy, we can interact and deal with each other at a better level. And when we are sick, ill, that will affect our conditions, all of us. So we need all of you to be healthy, Muslims and non-Muslims. And especially let us talk to our brothers and sisters that they are not Muslims to try this health tip today, especially with fasting. Today I'm going to talk about fasting. Last time we talked about food, how much food that we eat, what are the benefits of food, what type of food that we should search for and consume. Today let me talk about fasting a little bit. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. Allah has prescribed. Are you listening? Prescribed. Like when you go to the physician, prescribed to you the medicine. So Allah prescribed the siyam for you. It's a prescription. And when we take a prescription, we follow it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ. The people before us used to do the same thing, fasting. And fasting is very, very important, very essential to our life. When you have your computer and you open many files, like we're eating many meals, everything get confused. The first thing that when you talk to your technician, will ask you to reset your system. Reset it. Siyam, reset your system. It gives your body another chance to start again and to bring your system back into good actions. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe. Kutiba alaykum siyam. Siyam has been ordained upon you, has been prescribed to you. What are the benefits of fasting? Brothers and sisters, fasting is like cure of the disease. Fasting, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told us about it, that fast so as to heal your body. That healing comes from fasting. And you and I know now that there are some institutions especially developed for fasting, that you can go there and train yourself to fast for 8 hours, 10 hours. And it's being used now extensively to train yourself to stop eating for amount of hours that prescribed to you. Now, fasting is mandated upon Muslims in the month of Ramadan. The month of Ramadan is about 29, 30 days. It's coming in this year in the summertime. That means we will fast at least 13 hours or even more in some places. And that needs some training. Do not wait, brothers and sisters, till the month of Ramadan. You need to train yourself before then. Drink enough fluids so you can train yourself to get to the best conditions. Why are we getting a little bit lazy in Ramadan, some of the Muslims? Because they don't have enough training to train themselves to come to this month. If you follow the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used to train his companion before the month of Ramadan, training by fasting Mondays and Thursdays. That will give you prerequisites to come to the month of Ramadan, so your system will tolerate the amount of hours that you need to fast. In general, fasting clean your toxins. The toxins in your body accumulated across the year. When you fast, you take care of that. You clean it out of your system and you start a fresh new life. And also train your soul. You have strong desire to eat, and the food smells so good and delicious and in front of your eyes, and you control yourself. So to have some sort of controlling your desires, and that's why Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked the young individuals, youth, if you have the means to get married, because it's better for you. But if you can't and you have a little bit of tough time, you're not able to marry at this time with all these restrictions, the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave that advice, that fast, because fast is control. And if you were listening to the people that trying to reduce weight, to lose weight, most of the problems that said, I lost the power, I lost the control of myself. So I am not able to continue with that type of diet because I got weak. I cannot control my desire. This is how you control yourself. Then fasting is. If you're still young, you can start with 3-4 hours a day. Not in the month of Ramadan. If you are able to fast the month of Ramadan, should continue the whole day. But if you are not out of the month of Ramadan and you need to train yourself, train 3 hours, 4 hours, and then continue to increase to have like 10, 15 hours at the end of the day, so you can train that system to fast and to take the benefits of it. Benefits of fasting is physical strength. Yes, it is. Even though that we feel lazy and not able to walk and concentrate, that's not because of fasting, because of bad habits of eating and drinking. If you are taking enough fluids, if you are eating the good food, you will not feel that laziness in Ramadan or during the fasting time. Fasting also increases your spiritual strength, because when you feel that and you are deprived of food, there are so many people are deprived of food. So many people, they are not able to offer their children the amount of meals that you eat. You're eating 3-4 times a day, and there are some people, they don't have it. And we need you to feel that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, so you may attain taqwa. Taqwa is not only to be afraid or be conscious about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is a comprehensive word that encompasses every aspect of our life. Taqwa also includes that you feel the people around you. You feel those homeless people that they are not able to feed themselves. And at the same time, you feel that weakness of your body at the end of the fasting day, that Allah is the provider, Allah the one who gives you. And when you get out of Ramadan, get out of the fasting time, that you train yourself the same way. So take that month of fasting, or the amount of fasting, the amount of days that you fast, take that and make it to have an after effect. Because some people that after they finish Ramadan or the day of Ramadan, they rush to the food and eat so much, and they will not benefit from the fasting at all. If you are fasting today, when you come to the eating time, do not increase your eating so much that you lost all your fasting hours. Please. Now, I need you to smile with me, because and I need to smile with you too, and take time of your life to think about your health conditions. Fast as much as possible. Fasting, that means you fast for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, and then increase it to 8 hours a day. That at least 8 hours a day, at least once a week. At least once a week. Because that will reset your system. Can you imagine that you're working in a computer for a week without resetting it? It's not possible anymore. You need to continue fasting at least one time a week, because that will train your heart, your muscles, and train your spiritual needs. In this health conditions, health issues program, we give you tips to take control of your health. As a family, in fasting is very good, because it's everybody is eating at the same time. SubhanAllah, it is many people in their daily time and in regular life, they don't get chance to eat with each other. But in Ramadan, and on the month of fasting, we come all together and sit together and eat together, whether that in the family or in the community, and that by itself is a strength of your spiritual needs and also of your physical needs. Where is fasting and exercise? Some people, they go away from exercise, they don't do enough training to their physical structure during the month of fasting. Let me tell you that is the best time to exercise